Have you watched the movie Footloose? Most likely, if you're over the age of probably 12, you've at least watched one of the two Footloose movies. You potentially have watched Footloose from like 1980 something with Kevin Bacon, back when he was still Kevin Bacon the Man. And you might have watched it most recently when it got re-released in like 2008 or 2010. Well, today's message is about the stories that are either helping or holding you back. And Footloose is a perfect example of stories and how those stories can be dictating your decisions, your actions, your choices, and either holding you back from getting what you want or having the happiness in life that you want, or giving it to you. So let me first explain. If you've seen the movie, you understand what the movie's about. And if you haven't, let me just give a quick synopsis, breakdown. The movie is basically about a man the movie is about a kid who gets transported to the middle of nowhere, small town, USA. When he arrives there, he is an old, in the case of the more modern one, he's a dancer and gymnast. So he has a background in gymnastics, but he likes to dance. And all the kids in the town like to dance, and they like to go out, and they like to hang out, listen to music, and dance. Well, prior years previous, one of the main guys in the city of this place, wherever it may be, I forgot the name, his son dies. His son dies in a car accident after going to a party, drinking, listening to loud music, and dancing. Well, what ends up spiraling out of this incident is that the man decides to ban loud music and dancing in the city. So you cannot dance and you cannot listen to loud music in the city. This then creates a ripple effect. And that ripple effect, or let me backtrack. The reason he does this is because he associates the death of his son with dancing and partying. However, the death of his son was caused because his son was, yes, dancing and listening to loud music, but he was drinking and then drove home. So the true reason that the son passed away was because he was drinking and driving. However, the old man who associates it with the drinking, or not the drinking, with the dancing and the loud music. So he goes to the board of the city or the community and basically bans dancing and loud music in the city. So then this becomes a situation where nobody can dance, no one can listen to loud music, so they get rid of their proms, they get rid of their homecoming, they get rid of all these things that normal people would do, all because he has associated the death of his son with the dancing and the loud music. So later on in the story, the young guy moves to the new town. When he arrives, he finds out that this ban is ridiculous and he wants to change it. Well, what has happened is the older man has told himself a story that is suiting his beliefs, and those beliefs are that if he protects the city by not allowing them to dance and listen to loud music, he would protect them from saving innocent lives and people getting in car accidents and dying. So that's his association, that's the story he's telling. Well, what is true is that the loud music and the dancing wasn't the cause of it. It was simply the drinking and driving. Well, he doesn't want to take fault for that, so he keeps telling himself the story that it's the dancing and the loud music. So later on down this line, they go to court and they try and figure out, why this ban is the ban and why it's not the correct ban. Well, in the process, the older gentleman learns and realizes and comes to the conclusion that the story he's telling himself, which again was that his son died because he was dancing, listening to loud music, is not actually the case. And the case was that his son was drinking and driving, and he's now had this story that has negatively impacted himself, his daughter, and everybody else in the town. And when you think about this movie, you realize how silly the story is in general, that the dancing and the loud music is the reason that his son died. That's silly, right? You look at it from the outside perspective and realize just how damn silly this old man is for having this story and belief. However, we have stories and beliefs just the same. These stories and beliefs are things that our parents have trained us to think, our bosses have trained us to think, our friends and social media have trained us to think, when in reality, they're not truly the case. So, think for a moment, what stories might you be telling that are incorrect? Maybe it's a story about how you eat. Maybe that story is that, you know, if you don't finish your food, all the food on your plate, you're wasting food, and a kid in Africa could be using it, which isn't the case because it would take fucking forever to mail that stuff to them, right? So it's an unrealistic and silly story that we tell ourselves. Maybe you're telling yourself that if you don't work out for 6 hours a week, you're not going to see results, which is, again, an incorrect story because you could get results in minimal time if done correctly. Maybe the story is that you are unsuccessful if you don't have an X number of money in your bank account, which again might not be the story, because the truth is that maybe you'd be successful if you didn't have certain bills and you had a certain amount of extra free money, right? So the story from Footloose is a very good story of how the stories we tell ourselves might be holding us back from true happiness and joy and what we want and fulfillment, and just getting what we want in general. And, you know, again, going back to the story of Footloose, the end goal and the reason that this man did have this story was because he now wanted to protect the life of his daughter. And it was in good nature that he created this story around dancing and loud music being the cause. But he didn't realize that the story was actually negatively impacting him. It was negatively impacting his relationship with his family and his daughter. It was negatively impacting the community, and it was negatively impacting himself because he was not telling the truth. So here's your assignment or task or whatever you may want to call it today. Where is an area in your life that you are currently telling yourself a story that you believe to be true or the case for what you need to be doing, when in reality it does not serve your intended needs? It does not serve your intended results. What stories are you allowing to dictate and run your life that are incorrect, that you can actually get rid of and change? So the assignment is this: write down the stories that you're telling yourself, your beliefs that you have, and then write down what you want from your life. Do you want happiness? Do you want weight loss? Do you want to get more fit? Do you want to increase your results for business? Whatever it may be. Write them down and then ask yourself, is the story you're telling yourself true? That's it, guys. Take care.